Hey, what's up everyone? How are you doing? Actually doing this video because I got a couple of requests and I'm really honored that I did. It feels good to know that people watched my other video. Thank you guys for that. Today I'm talking about PSO or phone sex operator tips for beginners. And it's just a couple of things. I mean, hopefully it helps you if you're thinking about becoming a PSO, or if you are newly a PSO and need some tips, or maybe you've been doing it for a while and you're just like, I don't know, what could make this better? What could make my hold times longer or my call times longer? One of the tips, huge tips that I, you know, learned from working there for over a year is that most of the callers appreciate real conversation. So when you come on, I think people have like this, I don't know, misunderstanding with men because of the little ads you see on TV or whatever, when it's like, hey, come talk to me tonight. It's like, who talks like that? You know what I mean? you want to you want to take in mind that sometimes people want a real experience and they don't want to call and talk to someone who sounds like a Barbie or like just a scary person, because who really talks like that? Like think about being intimate with someone and you know how you'd really sound, you know? I mean, first of all, you might start with normal conversation and kind of get to learn. Sorry, I think I put too much lip gloss on. Anyways, you want to learn their personality, and you can get a feel for that right away if you start off a conversation, and if they're talking to you, you can get a feel for them. So just be normal, you know what I mean? Hey, how are you? You know, tell me a little about yourself. And, you know, make up stories of yourself, you know, or even say who you really are, even though you may give a fake name that you go by, which is the good thing to do. You always want to give an alias, you know, a different name. Another tip that I have is pay attention to the call tags when they come on. Really think of what the call tag means, and that's usually a sound or a person that comes on. It's pre-recorded, and it tells you what type of call that this next caller will be trying to engage in. So if it says something like girl on girl action or whatever, then you know to prepare your mind for that. So that's a big one. Pay attention to your call tags. Another big tip is try not to have any children in the background. You should never have children in the room with you when you do this kind of work, but try not to even have them in the house if possible. If you do, have them babysat by somebody in a totally different room. That way your workspace is quiet, and you know you can focus better and you can be more in the mood. And I don't mean sexually, I mean your mind can be there. One of the last tips I want to give is remember that this is an acting job. They're never going to see you unless, you know, it's that kind of job where you're doing webcam work, which I never did. But I just did the phone sex operator job. Remember that you're acting, and don't be afraid to act. That's all it is, so don't feel ashamed. It's a job, and you separate yourself, your thoughts, or whatever, from yourself. You are just working. If you already committed to doing this kind of job, then realize that it is a job and you are acting. That's all this is. So that helps you to mentally deal with the calls that you're going to get. And the biggest tip personally from one woman to another, or even to a man, whoever, you know, does this kind of work, don't be afraid of people judging you for what you do, because I did it and it brought money to my family, and I was able to support my children. I was pregnant and I needed to buy my son's stuff. So I looked at it as a job, and yes, I was ashamed of it for a long time, but I learned as I got older, and I don't do it anymore, but I learned that I was doing it for my family. And don't let anyone judge you when you're putting food on the table. Just be true to your heart and know that it's just a job and it's acting. You know what I mean? So good luck to you. If you have any questions, feel free to comment below. Don't feel shy, because a lot of people make comments and then they delete them because they may be embarrassed. Don't be embarrassed. I'm here to answer questions and help out, and you can check out my other videos. I vlog and just talk about my life and kind of vent in hopes of helping in some way. So good luck to you, and have fun with it. Remember that. Just have fun with it. Try to. If you're, I'm saying, accepting this as a job, then try to have fun with it. And God bless and good luck.